Hey, real quick, man. All right, Chico, coach. Everything has been said. We're gonna wash away. All right, cool. Chico, now, without question, Chico literally was a power five, power four type guy, right?
Tight end.
Got recruited by a lot of guys. Like we could joke all we want to, but man, Chico really played some ball. And I know people that know Chico, and they say, yeah, Chico can really, he can hoop. And now they say hooping and basketball is football the same thing, right? Chico, if you were coming out right now, what would you want in the school? Just give me 3 or 4 things. And coach, I want you to, when you hear Chico, tell them how that could work at Colorado.
Absolutely.
What I would want, man, for one, I want to be coached by some guys who've been in the NFL, some guys who played the game before, some guys who's going to try to get me, because that's my goal. I'm trying to get to the league. I'm gonna go with some guys who've been there before. That's one. 2, nice campus environment where I'm going to sleep. 3, of course, my mom going to say the education. What's the education like? So those 3 things, and I'm good to go.
All right, coach. How do you recruit a guy like that?
Well, the first one's obvious. We got 3 guys that got a gold jacket, didn't have to buy one. And we got about 3 or 4 more guys. We got at least 4 more guys off the top of my head that have played in the league, and then a couple more that have coached in the league that didn't play in the league, but they coached in it for a long time. I mean, both of our offensive defensive coordinators have coached in the NFL. Our receiver coach, our running back coach have played in the NFL. We got 2 D-line coaches that have played in the NFL. And of course, we got our head coach, who's the GOAT. And, our corner coach, he's played in the NFL. I'm trying to think. I mean, listen, we got 2 offensive line coaches that have played in the NFL. I mean, not only have they played in the NFL, not only do we have 3 gold jackets, but I think we have either 4 or 5 Super Bowl rings.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's something we don't talk about a lot. Like, we got 4 or 5, because I know Marshall's got one, Coach Prime's got one, Coach Higgman's got one. I know them 3. And Coach Sapp's got one. I know he got, and I'm trying to think, there may be one more out there that's got one. I just can't think of it right now. But they can't, a lot of folks say they got 4 or 5, which Coach Prime got 2. So I guess that does count as 5. But anyway, so like I say, it's a deal where, you've got a tremendous amount, not just experience, but successful experience. And let me tell you something else about these men. Not only were they good football players, great football players, not only did they play at the highest level, but they're great businessmen as well. They can teach a young man that's making a lot of money how to handle his money, and how to make smart business decisions, and also smart personal decisions, because they know the temptations and the things that go on in the NFL that can get you sideways. So that's great experience to have. As far as the campus beauty, I tell you what, you can go on social media right now and list the top 10 campuses. You could probably ask Chat GPT, and I promise you the University of Colorado is going to be in the top 10, if not the top 5. I have not seen any rankings of campuses in which the University of Colorado has not been in the top 10. Like I say, you go ask Chat GPT, you could ask Google, you could ask them all, and I promise you there's nothing. I mean, all I got to do is walk outside about 10 feet right now, and I'm looking at the most beautiful scenery you ever want to look at over this stadium. And the campus here is immaculate. Like, Coach Prime and I and Coach Phillips, we walk around the campus when the weather's nice, at least, several times a week to get a little exercise. And you never see trash on the ground. You never see grass that needs to be cut. I don't know when they cut the grass around here. It stays the same length all the time. They must cut it at night when everybody's asleep, because I'm telling you right now, I never see them working out there, because it's always beautiful. There's never any trash on the ground. The flower beds are immaculate. The sidewalks are swept off. Our students really have a clean environment that they live in on this campus, and it's a beautiful environment. And third, academically, I can tell you, anybody that will tell you out here, Colorado's academics don't take a back door to anybody. We got some great programs out here. There's it's tough to get in academically, But I tell you what, you're going to get a great education, and you're going to get an education that means something, and it's going to help you get a job in life.
Yes,
Coach,
indeed.
I tell you this, man, ESPN on this recruiting tip, they just dropped the top 25 of who's been successful out there. This ranking is the top 25 groups of newcomers, recruits, and transfers combined based on who could see the most impactful immediate returns for that 2025 season. Like you started off this episode with when you joined us, that when you go out and recruit high schoolers, you recruiting high schoolers that can play now. So in that top 25, they got 1, the Oregon Ducks, 2, LSU. Then it goes 3, Auburn Tigers, 4, Texas Longhorns, 6, the Red Raiders of Texas Tech, 6, again, Ole Miss, 7, Ohio State. And then it's 8, Miami Hurricanes, 9, the Michigan Wolverines. And here we come, 10, Missouri Tigers, 11, South Carolina, and 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. When you hear what Coach Prime is just in his 3rd season in now, you talk about those blue blood programs who've been out there recruiting to be 12 out of 25 from this ESPN ranking. It talks about the Julian Lewis coming and Quentin Gibson and Quanell Farrakhan Jr.,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. What do you see for this 2025 season for the guys that will be here and be playing, the impact that they're going to have on this season?
Well, I'll tell you something else that's impressive too. Those schools you mentioned ahead of us, they have a lot bigger recruiting budget and a lot more NIL money out there floating around than we do. So we doing a lot. We doing a lot more with less money. And I'd love to, if you gave Coach Prime the budget some of those had, it'd be game over. Game would be over. But even without that, he's proven he doesn't need that. We don't need all that. We can do it, and because we're selling a bigger dream than NIL. We're selling the dream of the NFL. We're selling the dream of graduating from this university and going out and being a successful businessman. So that's how we're doing it. But hey, listen, I tell you what, it's kind of funny because last night I happened to click on a video link that recapped the TCU game. And it had the Fox Sports announcers calling the game, and it was just basically highlights. And it brought me back to, what everybody was saying when we first got started, and where we started and where we are now is light years difference. And, it just shows you what kind of leader Coach Prime is, shows you what kind of guys he's brought in here, what kind of players we've been able to attract, and the commitment that they've had to winning. And, it's when you've got a leader that his philosophy is to win now. He's not waiting around and having all those excuses about why we can't do it now. He's not an excuse maker. He wants us to fix those problems and make them non-issues, and that's what we've done. And to be mentioned with those other 11 schools is truly a credit to what's been able to go on here. And it certainly shows why he just signed that contract he signed.